Hello, and welcome to this episode of Command Line Basics for Linux. In this tutorial, we're going to explore how to create and remove aliases. An alias is a shortcut that references a command. It replaces a string that invokes a command in the shell with another user-defined string. Aliases are mostly used to replace long commands, improving efficiency and avoiding potential spelling errors. Aliases can replace commands with additional options, making them easier to use. And there's two types of aliases. There's temporary aliases and there's permanent aliases. And we're going to see how to create and remove both types. Prior to executing the command, let's review the help documentation. To do so, we type in alias -- help. Here you can see it provides the name of the command, brief description of the command, and any options available to execute with the command. To begin, let's take a look at the alias command by itself. Here you can see it lists predefined aliases that have been configured by the system already. So how do we create our own aliases? Well, we simply type in alias and the character that we want to represent the alias. And in this case, we'll use the letter C, and we want the command clear. So now anytime we type the letter C, it's going to clear our screen. We can do more complex commands like change to a directory automatically by typing in alias, and we'll use the letter D for this, and quotes cd / documents. Now anytime we type the letter D, it's going to change to our document directory. And we can create a command with modifiers. To do so, we type in alias, and let's go LD for list directory. Type in ls space -LA. Anytime we type in LD going forward, it will display the current working directory's content. Now, if you notice in the directory contents, I have a script sh. And that script sh, let's review the contents of that. You can see it's just a simple script that echoes, please enter your name. It reads user input and stores it into a string. And then it echoes out your name is and the contents of the variable string. So we want to create a alias that will run that script. To do so, we can type in alias s equals period / script .sh quotes. So when we type in the letter S, it should execute our script. Please enter your name, Rob, and it outputs your name is Rob. So it worked as expected. So now let's take a look at the alias that are stored. You can see that we have alias C for clear, alias D for CD documents, the change directory. We have our LD that does our ls-la, and we have our S alias that executes the script. Now, as mentioned, all these that we have created so far are temporary. And there's two ways to remove these aliases. One is to close out the terminal session, and then that will erase the temporary aliases that we created. But the preferred method is to use unalias, and let's go C. So now when we type the C character, it comes back C command not found, and our screen has not cleared. So we can unalias D, and we can type in D to verify, command not found, unalias LD for the list directory. We can try the list directory. That comes back with a package that wants to install, but we're not going to do that in this scenario. And then we can unalias S. Now when we take a look at the contents of our alias, we can see we no longer have C or D or alias LD or alias S. So what if we want to make permanent aliases? Well, we have to edit our bashrc file. There's two ways to access the bashrc file. One is to use the File Explorer. Okay, and when you go into your File Explorer, you're going to want to go to this menu and ensure Show Hidden Files. Then scroll down and you'll find your .bashrc file. The other method is to go into your home directory. Since we're in the command line basics tutorials, we want to use the command line, and you can see that the bashrc file is inside the home directory, and the dot indicates it's a hidden file. So that's why you type in ls-la to ensure that hidden files are listed. And we'll go into my favorite code editor, Code, Visual Studio Code, to edit this file. Okay. Now that we're in code editor, in our bashrc file, yours will look a bit different because I've had made some customization to mine already. To make permanent, add a section aliases, then just simply type alias C equals clear, alias D equals CD tilde slash document, and alias LD equals ls dash LA. Save it. Anytime you make a change to your bashrc file, you must restart the terminal. So we'll type exit, Alt Control T to open the terminal. And then we can type in aliases, verify that they have been created. And you can see alias C is in clear, alias D for C change directories to documents, and then ls or LD equals ls-LA. So let's try those. C to clear, works as expected. D to change directories, and it works as expected. And LD lists the contents of our directory. So our aliases have successfully been created, and we verified that they do indeed work. So how do you remove the permanent aliases? Well, you have to go back into your bashrc file, and you can either delete it, or you can comment them out by using the hash character. Save it. Try clearing our screen. Oh, we have to exit. That's a good point. You have to exit the terminal for the change to take place. We can try executing or take a look at the alias list. And you can see they no longer exist. So we have successfully removed them. And that, my friends, is all there is to adding and removing both temporary and permanent aliases. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.